Welcome to Asana Solutions, the #1 channel on YouTube for all things related to Asana, process improvement, and project management. And today I want to talk to you about standard operating procedures, or SOPs. Standard operating procedures are arguably the lifeblood of any organization. If you have different teams, different departments, and different roles and responsibilities in your organization, and you don't have standard operating procedures, then you are setting yourself up to fail. There's no other way to put it. Standard operating procedures create standards and step-by-step instructions for everyone on your team so that you can stay aligned on the same page and make sure that you're delivering a consistent experience to your customers and everyone involved on your teams. And today I want to show you what that looks like inside of Asana, how you can store, organize, and keep up to date all of your standard operating procedures around all the technology you use, all the processes, and all the different roles that make up your team. I'll see you on the inside. So I'll start us off here. If you have been watching the channel for some time now, you would have seen this already, but this is what we call our learning commons inside of Ditto. So we have everything from our team directory to our break room, which talks about everything about the company, who our clients are, policies and procedures, and all of them are in there. We have our high-level processes. What we're going to focus on today, though, are these two projects right here. It's the SOP Index and the tech we use. So I'm going to start off in the tech we use. And essentially what this is it's a repository for all of the technology that we use inside of Ditto. And we've broken it down into these different categories. We have administrative, collaboration, communication, finance, and invoicing, and then marketing and strategy. And so if it's a tool that has to do with any of these, it's going to fall under one of these headings. And you'll notice as well that all of these are multi-homed to different projects. All right, so they're multi-homed, one, to the SOP index, which I'll show you shortly. And then they're also multi-homed to another project called the stack. Now, because we are a systems improvement company, we do this stuff all the time. We're working with new software a lot of the time, and we're working with customers that don't use software that we use. And so we have all of these SOPs, high-level tech SOPs, already planned out for all of those software solutions, even though we don't use them at Ditto. That way, any new customer we come on, if they're using something like Klaviyo or Shopify or any other tool, and I'm blanking on all of them right now, we can just pull from that repository, update the SOPs in their space, and then we're done. But we have everything here from 1Password to Google Calendar, Google Workspace, and so on and so on. So if I did take a look at 1Password, we break these down into what we call tech SOPs and then like the functional SOPs. And so tech SOPs are what you would see on that company's website, right? So if you go to their general knowledge base, it's get to know 1Password for Mac. And it's formatted like this. We literally just pull them right from the company's website, okay? How to use iOS for 1Password. This is how you would use iOS for 1Password. So these are easy to pull. And again, this is generally what we have in the stack. That's where we get started. But it's these right down here that we always customize for all of our engagements, and we have customized them here for Ditto. So this was a demo call that we had with 1Password. We were going over how it's used. So that was for our admins. We have a how to add a client login information to 1Password. How to add team members to 1Password groups and client vaults. So if we click in any of these, we'll see the SOP broken down like this. So we always have a Loom recording off the top so you can get a screen recording and a full understanding of what this really looks like. Okay. And we also have the resources needed. We have the notes and we have the process. So this is, step by step what's involved. And then our business analysts will also always take screenshots as well and put them inside of here. So that's what that looks like at a really high level. And we break that down for all of our technologies. So access to our TD bank account, Gmail, HubSpot is, here, under marketing and strategy. So we have all of our HubSpot related SOPs. And of course we have our Asana related SOPs as well. But to step back a little bit, let's go back to our learning commons here. And if we do go to the SOP index, this is exactly what it sounds like. It's an index of every single standard operating procedure that we have within Ditto. And so we break it down by marketing and design, client services, human resources, finance, management, general company information. And we have all these different categories where all of our SOPs live. And so we can easily see the status of them, whether it's outdated. And we're reviewing these at least, once a quarter. And then we're updating them as we go along. If anyone notices that an SOP is out of date, they're tasked in just changing that status and then either updating it themselves or handing it off to another member of the team who's responsible for maintaining the SOP index. But you can see what's been updated and needs review, what's in progress right now. But we're looking for these greens. We're looking to see that everything is up to date. And so just take it one step further and drill down a little bit more for you here. We use a tool called Text Expander, and I'll talk about that in another video, but it's really easy to get started. If we click on this, it's not actually on right now, but typically the way that it would work is you use these snippets. So if I type in .sop, oh, it is on. There we go. If I type in .sop, it gets us started. So that's a really simple thing that everyone on our team has access to. If they're creating an SOP, you literally just come in here, it goes needs documenting, type in period SOP, and it pops this up. You can now link your Loom video right here. You can put all your resources and you can start listing things out. It's literally that easy. Now to drill down a little bit more, because there is the off chance that you can obviously get like duplicates and, how do you know what's already been added and what hasn't. So as it pertains to, let's say, the tech we use, actually, I'll zoom back out. Let's go to the stack because I talked about it already. So again, this is all of the tools that we would generally, implement. So .loop, we don't use .loop. We don't use pipe drive. We don't use, any other ones here, add zombies or headliner. Like we don't use those ones. But if it starts here as a piece of software, this is where it's all maintained. So if we do get a new tool and we're adding it in, we would add it to the stack library first. And then if we use it inside of Ditto, we're going to multi-home it to our version of tech we use. And we're also going to multi-home it to our SOP index, but not just anywhere in our SOP index. I'll show you exactly where it's multi-homed to. In the SOP index, it's multi-homed to the tech we use section. And let's go back there really quickly so you can see that. So in this section down here, it's multi-homed here. Okay. If we need to add any SOPs to, here's ours for Loom. If we need to add any SOPs here, then we add it as a subtask, and we know that because it's already multi-homed in the stack, it's already multi-homed in our tech we use project, that this is the only place we need to update it, right? And so if we were to come into tech we use, for example, and we want to update it here as a subtask, it's already going to be multi-homed and updated in those other places. And so really the purpose of this index is that we can come in and anyone on our team can search. So if you click on the three dots in the top right, we can search this project. We can go Loom, right? And these are all of the SOPs that have to do with Loom right here. So either it's connected through a project or it's found a keyword or whatever it may be. And a lot of these will obviously have Loom because we have it in our SOP. But if we were to type in HubSpot, like so, these are all the projects that have HubSpot within our SOP index. I'm actually going to refine that search. There we go. That's better. So these are all the SOPs within this index of HubSpot. So it just makes things really easy to find. If someone is onboarding or they're starting out and they're not sure where to look, this is just absolutely something that you need to have in your business. We always talk process. We always talk SOPs. We always talk writing things down. And so this is what it actually looks like in the wild. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please do let me know. And as always, if you liked this and you're not already, subscribe. Please like the video and share it with someone who you think would get value from this as well. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.